Davis, what time will you be coming home today? I didn't hear you say you wouldn't need dinner, so I went ahead and made something. Steak and potatoes, like always.
Oh, sorry, I don't need it.
I see. Well, it would be helpful if you could let me know in advance.
What, you expect me to notify you every single time? Sometimes unexpected drinks or dinners with clients come up, you know. Do you even realize who I am?
I do. I know how busy you are as the president of the company. After all, I've been supporting you as your secretary for 20 years now. But ever since our son moved out and became independent, you've been coming home later and later.
Oh, I get it. You're feeling lonely without our son around and want me to fill that gap for you, right? Come on, don't act like a child at your age. It's honestly a hassle.
There's no need for you to say it like that.
You keep nagging so my tone gets harsher. Even if you've made dinner, you could just put it in the fridge and eat it tomorrow, can't you? Right now, I'm busy entertaining an important client. Don't bother contacting me again tonight.
All right, I understand.
Cynthia, hello!
Huh? Who is this?
It's me, Melanie, from the office staff.
Oh, Melanie, the new graduate who joined recently, right? How do you know my contact information?
The president gave it to me.
Davis gave it to you? Why?
Oh, he didn't tell you? I'm going to be taking over as the president's secretary starting now.
What?
Yeah, and you'll be in more of a support role or something like that. So I just wanted to say hi since I'll be working with you from tomorrow.
Wait a minute. I haven't heard anything about this, and I don't understand why you'd be taking on this role. This is just too much.
But it's an order from the president, right? Oh, and I'm sure it's because of this. The president's secretary goes to a lot of places with him, doesn't she? I probably make a better impression than you, so it must be part of his strategy.
That's absolutely unacceptable.
Oh, come on! But I don't really know the full details, so you should ask the president directly.
Fine, I'll do that.
Once you hear the explanation, I hope you can come to terms with it.
Whether or not I accept it is up to me.
Wow, you're really stubborn, huh? You seem like such a hassle.
Davis, what's this about assigning your secretary role to that new graduate Melanie? And not just adding her to the team, but demoting me to an assistant role? You really need to explain this because I can't accept it as it stands.
Well, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I finally made a decision. It's a good opportunity, don't you think? Our son is now independent, and you and I have been together for 20 years. It's the perfect time to renew everything, our family and the company. So let's get a divorce.
What did you just say? Why are you suddenly bringing up divorce?
You've been great, really. You've done so much for the company, and you've supported our family. But I think it's about time. Don't companies have retirement plans once you reach a certain age? It's the same idea.
Are you seriously saying you want to divorce me because of my age?
It can't be helped, can it? You're nearly 50 now, and, well, you're past your prime. It's common sense that when you've finished your duties, you step down.
You're saying this seriously?
I know it's a betrayal, especially since you've been my rock all these years, but hey, I've decided to remarry. I'll be marrying Melanie, the new graduate, so it's time to finalize our divorce. Oh, and you can keep working, of course. You'll still have an important role as my secretary's assistant. That's something to be thankful for, isn't it?
Are you seriously expecting me to believe this is your thoughtful decision?
I'm dead serious. Totally. Think of it as me being honest and practical.
In that case, I'm done. I'll quit the job too.
Oh, come on. You're really gonna quit at your age? Tell me, what company is gonna hire someone like you at this point in your life? You should just do as you're told. It's better for you that way.
No, I refuse. I won't stay under someone who treats me without respect or dignity.
Well, if that's how you feel, there's nothing I can do about it. Too bad, though. You were living a pretty sweet life thanks to me.
Sweet life? Don't tell me you think the company's growth was entirely your doing.
Well, obviously, I'm the president after all. Don't tell me you think your support alone made this company what it is today. That would be ridiculous.
I've worked tirelessly for this company for the past 20 years. I gave everything I had, and this is how it ends. Fine, let's divorce, and I'll resign as well.
Suit yourself, but don't come crying back when you regret it later.
No, I think those words will come back to haunt you instead.
Hey, Melanie, what the hell is going on? Because of your sloppy schedule management, I missed an important meeting. And it wasn't just any meeting, it was with one of our biggest clients. Now our reputation is in shambles.
Why don't you manage your own schedule? And for the record, you never told me about this meeting.
How am I supposed to manage it myself? That's what you're here for.
I wouldn't know anything about it because no one told me. If you have complaints, take them up with your previous secretary. This isn't my fault.
Cynthia left without warning and won't answer my calls.
Oh, your ex-wife abandoned you? Well, if you want things to run smoothly, you'd better communicate with me properly. By the way, who expects someone to learn everything on the job without proper training? You married me because I seemed capable, but maybe you made a bad call after all.
No, I'm sorry, that came out wrong. It's just that this particular client is so important. If we lose them, it could spell disaster. Please don't get upset, okay?
If you're really sorry, how about buying me a new handbag this weekend?
Of course, we'll go wherever you like. Oh, and if being my secretary is too challenging, I can transfer you to another department. There's an opening in accounting, and you do have a bookkeeping certification, don't ya?
I do. But are you sure it's okay for me to leave the secretary role?
Absolutely, I'll just hire somebody else with experience for the secretary role. It's no big deal. Anyone can do it once they get the hang of it.
You're right. I'd probably feel more comfortable in accounting where there are people who can guide me.
Great, it's settled then. Until I hire someone new, I'll handle my own schedule. You just work however you feel comfortable.
Understood, boss.
What the hell, Melanie? What are you doing right now? Where are you?
I'm out for lunch right now. Why? What's going on?
This isn't about what's going on. There's been a major mistake. Double entry and double billing. A client filed a complaint. Again, one of our biggest accounts. They said they don't want to work with us anymore.
Oh, sorry about that.
Sorry? That's all you have to say? Do you have any idea how serious this is? Last time you made a payment mistake and the numbers didn't even match the invoice. How can you keep screwing up like this?
Well, the senior accountant who was supposed to train me quit out of nowhere. They said something like, if the CEO's ex-wife isn't here, I don't have to stick around. So I've been doing my best on my own. Don't blame me.
I've already reached my limit. After the fiscal year closed, unpaid invoices started surfacing one after another. Get the revised tax forms drafted now, immediately.
What? I don't know how to do that. I only have a bookkeeping certificate. I don't have actual accounting experience. What's your problem? Just because you're the CEO, you think you can boss me around?
You've got some nerve! You were just a washed-up idol with zero credentials, and I took you in! Did you forget that you owe me for this job?
Oh, now I'm mad. So this is what you do to employees? Look down on them? You hired me for my looks, didn't you? And once I joined, you, who already had a wife, by the way, kept trying to win me over. High-end dinners, expensive gifts. Don't think I forgot all that.
I just needed comfort. Running a company is exhausting. What's wrong with seeking a little solace? And don't pretend you didn't go along with it because you liked the money.
Excuse me? Do you really think you have any value beyond your money?
What? Beyond my money?
Yeah, that's all you're worth. The only reason I tolerated you was because I figured, being older, you'd kick the bucket sooner and I'd get my inheritance. But now that your ex-wife is gone and the company's falling apart, I'm done putting up with you.
Wait a minute! I divorced her so I could be with you! Are you seriously trampling over all my sacrifices?
Sacrifices? Please, your sacrifices are a stepping stone at best. Honestly, your ex-wife was probably the only person who genuinely cared about you. Anyway, I'm resigning. Oh, and divorcing you too.
What?
I've already arranged for a resignation service to handle it. I'll pack my things now and leave. Also, everything you ever gave me, presents and whatnot, yeah, those are mine now.
You've gotta be kidding me! Hey, say something! Cynthia, I need to ask you for a favor, please.
What now? We've already submitted the divorce papers, and you're married to your little new graduate secretary, aren't you?
Oh, thank goodness you finally replied.
You've been pestering me nonstop. You should be consulting your new secretary about work, not me. What could you possibly want?
It's not as simple as that.
Not my problem. By the way, when are you planning to pay the alimony? It's overdue, you know.
Wait, you're serious about collecting that?
Of course I am. You signed the agreement when we got divorced. What, did you think it was just for show? You're already more than a month overdue. I've even sent you reminders. Haven't you seen them?
Fine, I'll check later. But Cynthia, please, can't you come back to the company?
Excuse me? What are you talking about? You betrayed me after I supported you for 20 years, and you think I'd come back?
But it's really bad right now. Melanie won't work with me at all. She can't even handle basic scheduling. And because she has that bookkeeping certificate, I moved her to accounting. But she's been making mistake after mistake, and we lost one of our biggest accounts because of it. It's a disaster, and she doesn't even feel bad about it. No guilt, no desire to improve, nothing.
Isn't that something you should have considered beforehand? She was fresh out of college, with no real work experience. At best, she spent her time as an underground idol, doing little solo performances. No marketing, no managing, it was all just for fun, like a school festival. And if you looked into it, you'd see other idols didn't even want to work with her. Seems like she had some behavioral issues.
How was I supposed to know all that? She looked fine during the interview.
Oh, so now it's my fault? Didn't you hire another secretary? Maybe you should ask them for advice.
Don't brush me off. By the way, where are you right now? Answer me! Really, please come back. It's getting really bad with the high turnover rates lately. The number of excellent engineers, accountants, and office staff has been decreasing rapidly. The atmosphere is terrible, and everyone says there's nothing that can be done about it anymore. Or, wait, could it be that you're behind all of this? No. Seriously, you've left so many openings in your argument that I can't help but reply. Since you've been gone, everything's been going downhill. Sales have drastically decreased, and the longtime employees are leaving. Oh, didn't you start your own business? You've been poaching my company's customers and employees, haven't you? That would explain everything.
Of course not. If you're going to accuse me, at least bring some evidence. Davis, don't you realize that you're the one at fault? You abandoned your family, your wife and son, after 20 years of marriage and started seeing a younger girl who joined this year. And you don't even appreciate the efforts of the people who have been supporting you all this time. Everyone's lost their patience with you.
What? You think I've been abandoned? I've been the leader of this company. Didn't you two get to become the CEO from just being an engineer? You've enjoyed the benefits too.
Sure, the job was hectic since it was something I'd never done before, but it was fun. I never regretted having a son. But you know, I'm not naive enough to say I'm glad I was betrayed. So don't even think I'm going to help you out now.
That's...
But I still care about the company, so I'll make sure it doesn't go bankrupt. I'll handle things, so you can rest assured I'll return.
Huh? Is that true? So you can't leave me after all. Melanie even said so. She said the only one who really loves me is you.
I see.
Well, then I'll wait for you to come back. I'm counting on you. Wait! Please, let's talk!
Why? The conversation was finished, wasn't it? Besides, I've already returned. I didn't hear any of this. I already paid the full settlement amount. We called a board meeting to turn the company around, and then suddenly your dad and you showed up. After such a long time, why are you doing this? I talked it over with your father, the chairman. From today, I'm the CEO of this company. You're leaving. You were only a secretary by title, more like vice president.
I can't accept this! How is it possible that my father would kick me out?
It's possible because I gathered and submitted the evidence. First, the records of this message, documents regarding your affair with Melanie. Despite having a wife and son, you chose a younger woman.
But our son is independent now, and I wanted to enjoy my second life.
Second life, huh? It's appalling to hear that it involves women. That's what your father said. Regarding the company, I've gathered testimony from employees and summarized the state of the business and labor conditions after I left. Also, there's evidence that you've been openly affectionate with your new wife at work.
When did you?
And over the last 20 years, you've been pretty hard on the employees, haven't you? I used to mediate so it didn't escalate, but I've documented everything, including your outbursts towards me.
What? So you've been accumulating grievances over these 20 years? You've always had something to complain about my actions. I thought things were finally comfortable at the company.
Well, there were times I couldn't defend your behavior. Still, I tried to support the company and you as your wife. I got along with the employees, and I was happy to see sales go up. But now, the company isn't what it used to be, the one I loved. That's why, even though it's changed, I want to avoid bankruptcy.
What? Why do I have to leave? I was here too in the company you once loved.
Since I got divorced, I realized that this company, and even myself, are much better off without you. The senior staff who left have said they'll come back if I'm the CEO. That's everyone's answer.
What? I've been working hard as the CEO all this time. Why can't I have just a little bit of good fortune? Don't leave me out of this, traitor!
You were the first to betray us. Even your son was disgusted and fed up with you. He's more responsible than you think. He said he doesn't ever want to see you again.
Please, just give me one last chance. I admit I've made you feel uncomfortable, but we've been together for over 20 years. Let's help each other.
So, what about your relationship with Melanie?
I divorced that woman. Let's get remarried. We'll rebuild a wonderful family together.
Oh, you really think that much of me, huh? That makes me happy.
Of course I do. I love you. And I'll start over with the company from scratch. If you're with me, there's nothing to worry about.
You're so motivated. I'm touched.
Yeah, right. So let's start over.
Yeah, sure. If you pay back everything you embezzled.
What?
Did you think I didn't know? You and Melanie have been embezzling company funds, right? It's been going on for quite a while, so if you pay it all back in one go, that's fine by me.
A lump sum is impossible, but what if we do it in installments? Oh, the money you spent on that woman is a lot, so why don't you make her pay it back?
That's not going to happen. Don't make excuses now. Don't worry, I'll take everything from your account, and if there's any shortfall, I'll make you write an IOU and take responsibility. I already got the chairman's approval.
Wait, that's too heartless! How am I supposed to live if I'm thrown out of the company?
Work and pay back the money. Simple, right? That's your job now.
Are you seriously saying this?
I'm completely serious. I'm dead serious. Now, hurry up and pack your things. Leave. If you don't, I'll call the police and have them remove you.
No! I really love you! Please, forgive me! Cynthia!
Cynthia?
I am currently the president of a company.
Ah, right, you're the president. I remember now. But you know, I've already retired from my position, and on top of that, I've gone through a divorce. I'm not really sure how to phrase this, but don't you think this is a bit too much?
Well, it's the only response I can give. You've caused a lot of harm to the company, and you've even dipped into company funds. It's not like this is the first time. I remember back in your idle days, stealing from the wallets of other girls in the dressing room. You have a history of this behavior after all.
What? What do you mean by that?
It's not something hidden or secret. It's been spreading online for a while now. And funnily enough, my nephew, who is a fan of underground idols, happened to come across it. But let's not forget, it's a crime. Because of that, I've already filed a police report with your name attached to it, along with mine. You didn't think I'd let this slide, did you?
But this is just too much. Why do you have to make such a big deal out of it?
It's not an exaggeration at all. You're a thief. The police will take care of it. It's common sense to report someone who's been stealing. I've seen so many similar cases before. You can't just think you can get away with it. The consequences are real, and I'm not the only one affected. You've hurt the people around you, and you need to face it.
I absolutely can't accept this! You're blowing things way out of proportion!
Oh, so now I'm the one overreacting? If that's the case, maybe you should think about the damage you've caused. And the money you took from the company. Do you think that was fine too? Don't you realize that actions like yours aren't something anyone can just ignore?
No, you don't understand! If this gets out, it'll ruin everything! It'll show up on my record! My career will be over before it even begins!
Oh, how sad. You're worried about your precious reputation? I thought you were someone who could handle everything, but it seems that wasn't the case after all. You've been living a life of luxury, getting all those brand name goods and living in the spotlight. Now it's all going to come crashing down. Maybe that's the lesson you needed to learn.
No, this is wrong! I'm still young! I still have so much ahead of me. Please, just let me off the hook.
I don't think being young is going to help you now. You're legally an adult. You know right from wrong. It's time you learned the consequences of your actions. Don't think that your youth will save you from accountability. That doesn't work here.
But I've worked so hard! I've been through so much just to get where I am! I had everything I ever dreamed of, until now. If I get caught up in this, everything will be ruined. My career, my future, everything will fall apart. Please, I didn't mean for it to get this far.
Hard work? Is that what you're calling it? Taking what isn't yours? Is that your version of hard work? You didn't get everything you have, honestly. You've taken from others, hurt the people around you, and now you're paying the price. But don't worry, the consequences will follow you, and you'll have to live with them.
This is too much. Why are you doing this to me? I never asked for this. I just wanted to live my life, enjoy the fame, the money, the luxury. Why do I have to pay for it now? Why does it all have to come crashing down on me?
You think you're the only one who worked for their success? Do you think you're the only one who deserves good things? You're not the only one who's had dreams and aspirations. There are others who worked hard, sacrificed, and yet they didn't resort to stealing or hurting others to get ahead. There are limits to everything, and now you've crossed that line.
Please, I'm begging you. I'm still young. I haven't had enough time to experience life the way I wanted. I'm not ready for all this responsibility, the repercussions of my actions.
I know you're not ready, but the world doesn't care about your readiness. You've made your choices, and now you have to face the music. I'm not here to protect you or save you from the mess you created.
But I didn't know it would end up like this. I never thought it would get this bad. I thought I could control it, that I could keep everything under wraps. I didn't think people would find out, that things would spiral out of control like this. I was just trying to enjoy the moment, the success, the attention. I didn't realize it would cost me everything.
Well, now you know. It's not all glitz and glamour. You can't live a life full of lies and not expect things to unravel eventually. Sometimes it takes a wake-up call like this to help people see the truth about themselves and their actions.
This is just so unfair! Why does everything have to come crashing down like this? I don't deserve this!
No one said life was fair. Sometimes you pay the price for the choices you make. Sometimes you learn the hard way, but that's the reality you have to face now. I know the road ahead won't be easy for you, but maybe it'll help you grow. Take responsibility, and maybe one day you'll look back on this as the turning point in your life. It might take time, but you'll have to live with it. The future still lies ahead for you, but only if you choose to face it honestly. Due to embezzlement within the company, Davis and Melanie were arrested. The discovery of their crimes sent shockwaves through the organization, and the fallout has been both swift and intense. The financial mismanagement, the betrayal of trust, and the disregard for ethical standards have created a storm of turmoil, not only within the company, but also in the lives of those who were affected by their actions. It is still hard to fully grasp the magnitude of their behavior, as the betrayal feels personal, cutting deep into the fabric of our corporate structure and community. For years, both Davis and Melanie had been in key positions, trusted by the company and by their colleagues. But now, we are left to pick up the pieces of this devastating situation. Their crimes did not stop at financial misappropriation. Their actions were much broader in scope. Davis and Melanie had been engaging in a series of unethical practices that involved mistreating employees, taking advantage of their positions, and exploiting the trust placed in them. Several employees, who had suffered in silence for far too long, came forward to share their stories. They detailed the harassment, the unjust treatment, and the emotional toll that Davis and Melanie had caused. As a result, those employees have filed multiple lawsuits, demanding compensation for their suffering and the psychological harm that was inflicted on them. Some of these employees had already left the company due to the toxic work environment, while others had been forced into silence out of fear of retaliation. Now that the truth has come out, they are seeking justice, and it seems likely that both Davis and Melanie will face significant legal and financial consequences for their actions. The amount of money that will be required to settle these claims is substantial, and it will be an ongoing burden for the two of them for a long time. For now, the company is in a state of flux, trying to stabilize itself amidst the chaos. In addition to the lawsuits and the legal battles, we are also dealing with the financial fallout. The company's reputation has taken a severe hit, and the trust that we had worked so hard to build over the years has been shattered. It will take a long time, if not years, to restore what has been lost, and I am acutely aware of the magnitude of this challenge. However, this is not a time for despair. We cannot afford to wallow in the past. There is work to be done, and it begins with the process of healing and rebuilding. The chairman, who had been blindsided by these revelations, took the opportunity to apologize to me. He expressed his regret for not having recognized the warning signs earlier, and for not taking more decisive action when the situation first began to escalate. His apology, though appreciated, cannot undo the damage that has been done, but I do recognize that he is genuinely remorseful, and that his intentions moving forward are to address the situation with the seriousness it deserves. He also offered a personal apology regarding his son's involvement in the turmoil. I have always maintained a professional relationship with the chairman's son, and although I was not aware of his involvement in any of the misdeeds, the apology was heartfelt and, in a way, necessary. His son's actions had a personal impact on me as well as on the company, and it was important for the chairman to acknowledge the situation. While the apology was a step in the right direction, it's clear that the path ahead will not be an easy one. I've come to realize that no amount of apologies or good intentions will fix the damage that has been done. The process of recovery will require action, not just words. For me, this moment has reinforced the importance of my role as the president of the company. Despite the overwhelming challenges, I am committed to doing what is necessary to guide the company through this crisis and to ensure its survival. Being recognized in this position of leadership has been both a privilege and a heavy responsibility. When I first accepted the role, I knew that there would be challenges ahead. But I never could have anticipated the kind of crisis we are now facing. This is the kind of moment that tests your resolve and character, and I am determined to rise to the occasion. One of the few positives to emerge from this crisis has been the return of several employees who had previously left the company. It is encouraging to see that some of them still believe in the company's potential and are willing to come back and help rebuild what has been lost. Their return is a sign that there is still hope for the future, and that perhaps the company is not as irreparably broken as it may seem. I have spoken with many of them, and it's clear that they are committed to the idea of turning things around. The trust they are placing in me and the company is something I do not take lightly. I am grateful for their decision to return, and I will do everything I can to make sure they feel valued and supported as we move forward. As we work to rebuild, it is crucial that we not only focus on the financial and operational aspects of the company, but also on the emotional and psychological recovery of our team. The damage that has been done to the company's culture is significant, and it will take time to restore a sense of trust and morale. But I believe that, with the right leadership and vision, we can rebuild the company stronger than before. We will take the lessons we've learned from this crisis and use them to forge a new path forward, one that is built on integrity, transparency, and respect for our employees. I am committed to creating an environment where every person feels valued and where their well-being is prioritized. This, I believe, is the key to long-term success. Amidst all of this, another unexpected development has occurred. My son, who has always been independent and successful in his own career, has expressed a desire to help me. He has been a source of pride for me over the years, and I've always admired his work ethic and his ability to succeed on his own. He has earned the respect and trust of many in his field, and I have always been proud of the man he has become. Now, in the midst of this crisis, he is considering a career change. He has expressed interest in joining me in my efforts to stabilize and rebuild the company. He told me that he wants to help me, and that he believes in what we can accomplish together. His decision to offer his support is something that truly moved me. It is not easy to step away from a successful career to enter into a family business, especially one that is going through such a difficult time. But his willingness to do so speaks volumes about his character, and it reinforces the bond we share as a family. His offer of help has been a bright spot in an otherwise difficult time. It has reminded me that, despite the challenges, we are not alone. We have each other, and together we can overcome anything. As a mother, it fills me with pride and gratitude to know that my son wants to contribute to the future of the company. It also makes me realize just how far we've come as a family. There was a time when he was struggling to find his place in the world, when he was uncertain about his future. But now, to see him offering to help me during such a critical time, I am filled with both pride and a deep sense of appreciation. Life, as we all know, is full of difficulties and challenges. There are moments when it feels as though everything is falling apart, when it seems as though nothing will ever get better. But it is in these moments that we learn the most about ourselves and those around us. It is through adversity that we discover our true strength, our resilience, and our capacity to endure. It is through the hardships that we are given the opportunity to grow, to change, and to become better versions of ourselves. As I reflect on everything that has happened, I am reminded of the importance of the connections we make in life, the relationships we build, the trust we foster, and the love we share are what truly define us. It is these connections that give us the strength to move forward, even in the darkest of times. I am determined to hold on to the relationships that matter most to me and to nurture them as we navigate the challenges ahead. My family, my friends, and my colleagues are my greatest sources of support, and I will never take that for granted. The road ahead may be long, and it may be filled with obstacles and setbacks, but I know that we can overcome them. With the right mindset, the right people by our side, and the right strategies in place, I believe that we can rebuild the company, restore its reputation, and come out stronger on the other side. It will take time, effort, and patience, but I am ready for the challenge. I will not give up, and I will not back down. Together, we will rise above the crisis, and we will build a brighter future for ourselves and for those who depend on us. In the end, it is not the setbacks or failures that define us, but our ability to rise again, to learn from our mistakes, and to move forward with determination and resilience. I am committed to that journey, and I will continue to do everything in my power to ensure that we emerge from this crisis stronger and more united than ever before. Through every hardship, we have the potential to create something even greater. The strength we will build together will define the future, and with that strength, we will not only overcome, but thrive, ensuring that the past does not define our future. I know that the road ahead is long, and the challenges will not cease immediately. Every day, I find myself facing new hurdles, new decisions to make, and new pressures that test my resilience. But I am determined to move forward, and with the support of my family, my team, and my son, I will keep pushing forward, one step at a time. toward a brighter future for us all. The road to recovery is long and uncertain. As we continue to rebuild, there are moments when the weight of the situation feels overwhelming. The sheer scale of the damage caused by Davis and Melanie's actions is difficult to fully comprehend. The impact has been felt not just in the financial losses, but in the emotional toll it has taken on everyone involved. The anger, the betrayal, and the feelings of helplessness that many employees have experienced are real, and they will not be easily forgotten. The trust that was broken will take years to repair, and in many ways, the scars of this crisis will linger long after the immediate financial burdens have been dealt with. Yet, despite the gravity of the situation, there is still hope. Hope that we can rebuild stronger than before. Hope that we can restore the integrity of the company. And hope that we can emerge from this crisis as a more unified, resilient team. It is this hope that keeps me moving forward, even on the hardest days. Without it, it would be easy to succumb to despair and let the challenges of the present define the future. But I am determined not to let that happen. I believe in the potential of the company, and I believe in the strength of the people who make up our team. Together, we will overcome this. As the days pass, it has become increasingly clear that the healing process will require more than just fixing the immediate financial issues. We will need to rebuild the company's culture, reestablish the sense of trust and mutual respect that was lost, and reinvest in the well-being of our employees. This will require a long-term commitment to change, one that goes beyond the surface level. We need to create an environment where people feel safe, valued, and respected, where they can thrive both professionally and personally. This is not something that can be achieved overnight, but I am committed to taking the necessary steps to make it happen. One of the first steps in this process is to address the issue of communication. In the past, there was a significant gap between the leadership and the employees. Decisions were made behind closed doors, without sufficient input or transparency from the people who would be most affected by those decisions. This lack of communication contributed to the toxic work environment that allowed Davis and Melanie's actions to go unchecked for so long. Moving forward, we will prioritize open, honest communication at every level of the company. Employees will be encouraged to voice their concerns, share their ideas, and be part of the decision-making process. By creating an atmosphere of transparency, we can begin to rebuild the trust that was lost. In addition to improving communication, we will also focus on fostering a culture of accountability. No one, regardless of their position, should be above scrutiny. The actions of Davis and Melanie were allowed to go unchecked because there was a culture of silence, of people turning a blind eye to unethical behavior in the name of convenience or loyalty. This is something that must change. We will establish clear policies and procedures for addressing misconduct, and we will hold everyone accountable to the same high standards. This will send a strong message that unethical behavior will not be tolerated, no matter who is involved.